for everybody. During your tenure, what would you say was the biggest struggle for the center, and how did you address it? Let's reverse the order just for you.
Yeah.
Of course, bringing faculty together is very difficult, and this is the first challenge that we faced when we were trying to do COVID, and the
Did
center
you try food?
to do the COVID initiative. And when we decide, how the center can help faculty on these two processes, the teaching and learning. But again, when you call faculty on behalf of helping the students and so on, they are there. They will come. And I think that what we need to create is the strategies to show them the opportunity to bring their ideas, the commitment, the love that they have for their profession. And so the faculty will come and they will do it, but this is a really big challenge to bring faculty, particularly seasoned faculty as well as junior faculty together. And I think that, again, don't take pretty please, it was the first director of the Center for Teaching and Learning who did COVID. COVID is an extraordinary experience that made of many faculty a leader. And these leaders are still present and still active, and it was a humongous response from faculty in all avenues, and suddenly we start recognizing the talents on every single faculty member. But again, if I have to do something today with the Center for Teaching and Learning, the big challenge that I would say is how I am able to bring faculty together from all the different disciplines and from all different systems, the junior faculty, seasoned faculty, and so on, to come and brainstorm. But this is the beginning. Once that they are here, you will do something with them. But first, how to convince them to give that first step. That's something that I understand is problem.
For me, it was basically getting full professors more involved. It seems that, as long as you're working on that portfolio, there's more involvement. Once you got the portfolio and you fulfill all the requirements, it's a little bit tough. So it's the seasoned, full professors that we really need to bring back in, because they have the experience, they've gone through what the junior faculty are going through, and I think would help more with mentoring. But unfortunately, I cut my losses. I knew it was the junior faculty that I had to work with, because it was more of a buy-in. And then they can bring it back to their departments and hopefully sell it.
They're hungry.
What was it?
If I have to add, one of the biggest challenges is time, because unfortunately, right? Because we're competing because we want to do a lot of things, and we want to do good things. But we are competing against each other in trying to do all of those things at the same time. And time is limited. And potentially an idea, right, a beautiful idea that we could think about is how do we identify professional development within our work roles? How do we make sure that we intentionally define professional development within our work roles to make sure that we don't compete, and then we're able to collaborate in doing all of these beautiful things that are possible, and making sure that, as my colleague said, how do we make sure that we engage everyone, right? There is a saying that says we are as strong as our weakest link. And we know that we're able to provide a lot of professional development, a lot of opportunities for full-time faculty. Not necessarily happens for adjunct faculty because of many circumstances. But how can we have those conversations to make sure that we identify in bringing that opportunity to adjunct faculty? That has been one of our biggest struggles in bringing adjunct faculty to come and and then have those conversations. There have to be some conversations in identifying what could potentially work in making those opportunities for professional development more accessible within the current formulas that we have. Nelson, you have?
Professor June.
Yes, I have. I will only mention 3 struggles, but I have more than only 3. So, as Carlos mentioned, I think that reaching the actual faculty population is always a challenge, and it's something important because a significant amount of our students receive instruction from actual faculty. Second, money. The Center for Teaching and Learning needs support, and the administration needs to understand that in addition to potential in-house or external grant opportunities, the Center for Teaching and Learning needs that financial support. So the faculty development is a continuous process. I think that it's a constant struggle for all directors across CUNY and across nation, bringing that message to the administrators. And the third struggle that I see in the Center for Teaching and Learning is the constant need to preserve and defend an identity. A Center for Teaching and Learning is not just a faculty development center. A Center for Teaching and Learning is not just a laundry list of workshops for faculty. A Center for Teaching and Learning needs to have a strong identity as our CDL has, having a safe and creating safe spaces for faculty members. And this is critical in this evidence-based period that we are living, when the administration needs evidence of everything. And even though there is a lot of bibliography and evidence connecting faculty development with student success, retention, sometimes the administration thinks that providing money and by the implementation of an activity, you will immediately have an outcome. And not everything, when we are talking about pedagogy and faculty development, has to be outcome-driven. And I come back to those committed beautiful idea moments when it was all about freedom. If you put faculty in a room, you need to give them full money and freedom. And that intellectual community will produce over time results. Because when you target faculty passion for pedagogy, you will see the results over time. When I see my syllabi, I still see the ideas and assignments that I developed back in the day. So preserving that identity and that freedom is always a struggling moment for all CDL, because the administration is so focused on outcomes. And when we are talking about faculty and pedagogy, outcomes is something that appears over time, not at the end of the year in an annual year report. Perhaps you need to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It doesn't matter. Faculty are the ones who know when those outcomes will fructify in the classroom. But if you pretend that by giving money at the end of the year report, you will see results, that's not the way to go in the Center for Teaching and Learning. That it's a safe space for all faculty members, and the term freedom has to be preserved and defended. Ivan.
Thank you, Nelson. So food, money, and freedom. Love it. I'll have some. Professor Jones, would you like to add anything?
No, I think my colleagues hit on every point I would have made.
Thank you. So